do this anymore. I can't. Struggling for nothing. Working for nothing. I'm done. They get to look at the surface. They can see my smile, hear the laughs, hear the jokes. That's when they do it. That's when they assume I'm fine. They're blind to how miserable I am. Why don't they see it?
Why can't they see that I'm a slave to my mind? I want to break free. I want to break free from these chains that hold me prisoner. I just want to live.
I want to experience what everyone else in this life is enjoying.
But in the end,
They don't get to see the dark shadows I stand in.
the misery that goes through my mind.
The chains that hold me prisoner to my own dark, twisted thoughts. The
screams. The hatred I have for myself.
Or the endless tears I shed every night.
I'm alone.
I'm scared.
I'm
afraid.
I'm afraid to face the truth.
When I look at you, I get disgusted. All I want to tell you is that I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate how you look, and most of all, I hate who you've become. You're fat.
You're worthless.
There's no need for you to be here anymore.
No one loves you.
They only tell you that because they feel like they have to.
No one cares about you.
No one would care if you were missing or even dead. People don't care about me. That's just it. People don't care. I'm the person who feels scared of being judged at a buffet, shirtless at the pool or at the beach. I can't even look at myself naked in the mirror without telling myself how much I hate seeing my body. But you get to live safely behind glass. You don't get to have thoughts or feelings. You're alone. In a way, I feel jealous of you. You don't have to go out and face judgment. You don't have to feel alone in a world full of people. I wish I could say I love myself, but I don't. I despise myself. I hate what I've become. I hate this prison that I built. I wish there was a way out. I'm trapped here. I can't escape.
Me? Don't you mean yourself? Because it doesn't seem like you hate me. It seems like you hate the way you view yourself. Go ahead, blame me. I'll take the burden and put it on myself because I don't want you to feel this pain anymore. Society has us believing that being fit or thin is how we're supposed to look. Just because you're getting older or fatter doesn't make you any less of a person. You're worth no less than anyone who is fit or thin. Just remember that. It pains me to see that you feel alone. I don't want you to feel this way because you're not. You may not always feel me by your side, Zachariah, but I'm there. Whether it's in someone's glasses, a window, water, or a mirror, I'm always there. I may not be a different person or someone you can talk to, but I am there. If you smile, I'll smile back. And if you cry, I'll cry with you.
You don't understand anything I'm going through. I've tried everything and I constantly feel like no one wants me around. I hate myself so much for letting people make me feel that way. I'm trying my best, I really am. I have hopes and dreams, but I can't help but feel that I won't amount to anything.
Zachariah,
My biggest fear is that I'll never succeed in this life.
you will. Just remember your past. Remember how everything has always seemed handed to you. You are used to getting help with everything, and right now, you're trying to do one of the most difficult things in life. You're trying to learn to love yourself. No one can help you with that, Zachariah. You have to do that on your own. But you have friends and family who will want to understand what you're going through. They'll want to help you through this tough time. Trust me.
Friends? You mean the friends that say they love you and miss you but don't do anything about it? How about your best friend, who'd rather just get in the car and drive away after an argument instead of thinking twice about how it made me feel? He knew that would destroy me and break my trust in other people. Or family? What family? You're asking about the family that gets mad that I don't reach out to them? Do they ever reach out to me? Or how about my grandfather, who forgot I existed when my grandma died? Tell me how I'm not supposed to feel alone in this world. If I mean anything to anyone, why wouldn't they treat me as if I mattered? So to hell with friends and family. What really pisses me off is that I left my phone home an entire day. When I came home, I didn't have a single text or phone call. I felt like if I disappeared, no one would care.
But they would care. This isn't a feeling you can shake off, and I understand that. I understand that you feel that way. But you can't take it out on everyone if you truly feel alone. Then go out there and make these changes. Meet new people. You'll find someone who truly cares about you.
I shouldn't have to. I should be able to talk to my friends and family about anything. But I can't because I don't want them to judge me.
People will judge you, Zachariah. There's nothing you can do about that. You have to learn to ignore it.
I know, it's just hard.
You're miserable. You've created this facade, and if people could see through it, then they would see how miserable you are. You wouldn't feel as you do right now. You'd feel complete. If you kill yourself, Zachariah, then the people you love, they won't just hurt. They'll put the blame on themselves. They'll ask what they could have done to prevent it. They will blame themselves.
Don't they deserve it?
No, of course not. Why would you even say such a thing?
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of my life. I just want to...
To what? To kill yourself? Zachariah, you have to find a way to change your life. You have to go out there and make those changes.
Can't.
You can't or you won't.
I can't.
Zachariah, anytime you come up to the mirror, I see that you have tears in your eyes you have redness in your eyes from the tears. And why do you feel the need to sit alone in the dark?
What do you mean?
Well, I've noticed whenever you come home, you come up to your desk, you sit in the dark, and you cry.
I like the dark. It feels like time moves faster. I sit in the dark and I wait for time to pass. I hold my breath and I wait for the pain and darkness that runs through my mind to go away. What hurts even more is that when I'm alone, I feel like my mind's being attacked by shards of glass.
You say you feel alone and that nobody cares for you. To be honest, Zachariah, I'll never understand why. You have friends and family who love you and who want to be there for you.
I feel that way because even when I'm surrounded by these friends, all I want to do is cry or disappear. I'm alone,
desperate,
longing for more, longing for someone to
love you, to tell you everything's going to be okay.
No. I'm waiting for someone to take it all away.
It's not going to go away on its own. You have to change it yourself. So when you're sitting alone in the dark, what happens?
I question myself.
You question yourself.
Yes.
About what?
If my life is even worth it. I don't know if anyone could save me from these dark thoughts. I'm numb. No one can hold me. I'm alone. I'm done with this. I'm done with my life. I find myself always wanting to be with people, and I realize they make plans and I'm always on the outs. That's when I realize I'm never the one people want to be around. I get to be the tag-along or the last one invited, only because I'm standing in the room when plans are being made. I'm alone. I always will be. I'm the only one who can take this pain away. I can take it all away now. It'll be quick. It'll be fast. I can take it all away and finally be at peace. I'll finally be lifted from this hell I'm living in. I'll be lifted from feeling tired, and I won't have to feel loneliness anymore. Only then will people miss me. They'll care about me then. They'll write on their social media, "Rest in peace, Zachariah." Then they'll write about how we had great times together when they never existed. They ignored me my whole life, unless it was convenient for them. Only when I'm dead will it be convenient. This is the only way out of this miserable life. You can't stop me.
You're right, you know. I can't stop you. So if you truly feel this needs to be done, then do it. I can guarantee you there's another way. There's more to life. There's help. Yes, if you go through with this, you'll take away your own misery and loneliness. But think of your friends, your family, your siblings. Most importantly, think of Priscilla and how devastated she'll be if you decide to go through with this. You say you need someone who loves you. Well, she loves you.
I'm miserable. You don't understand.
Isn't she enough? Turn around, look at her.
Look at me.
Imagine what her life will be like without you. Imagine how she'll feel if you decide to go through with this.
This is it, isn't it? You tell me that people care about me, and I understand that you're supposed to represent the good in me that I'll never see. You're the good in me that I'll never experience, but I can't be you. I can't be happy. I was happy once. I had a name for my happiness. It was Asher. When he was around, I felt warm, protected, happy. When he left, all I could feel was cold and alone. You're probably wondering why I named my happiness. It was because he was a welcomed acquaintance that I never got to see. I felt like if I named it, I'd be able to channel it whenever I needed it most. Asher helped me overcome most of my darkest thoughts, but he wasn't enough. He kept disappearing more and more until I stopped looking. Where were you, Asher? Where were you when I needed you most? You just got up and left me here to get through this goddamn miserable life on my own. He never came back for me. He left me a prisoner standing in the shadows alone. I didn't have anywhere to run. I didn't have anyone to run to. I didn't know how to be happy. I was scared. I'm so scared.
I know you're scared. I promise you're gonna find happiness again. First, you need to find yourself.
I don't know if I can or if I even want to.
You can. There's always a moment someone can think about, whether it's a dog barking at its reflection, or the magical moments with family, your mom telling you she loves you, or your dad saying yes when mom said no. Happiness is out there, Zachariah, but it's not going to create itself. You have to go out and create it for yourself, instead of relying on others to get you through these dark times.
If I go out there and I fail myself, I don't know if I'm able to forgive.
Forgive.
Anyone who's made me feel loneliness, made me cry a tear from feeling worthless.
Zachariah, I am here for you whenever you feel alone.
I don't know if I'm ready to face this new world on my own.
You are. You just have to believe in yourself. I have one final question for you, Zachariah.
Yes?
Well, you keep focusing on all the negativity in your life, but what do you love most about yourself?
What do I love most about myself? I love my ability to make people smile. I love my girlfriend, my family, my friends. I love that I can occasionally forget the pain and live. I love when I forget. That's when I'm happiest. When it happens, I don't notice it at all. I'll be out with friends, laughing, drinking, having a great time. Every once in a while, I get to live. I get to feel what it's like to live without wanting to die. Then out of nowhere it happens. I remember the pain. I slowly remember it, and I see it coming like a dark cloud on a sunny day. There's no stopping it. So I hold on, and I get myself as mentally prepared as I can, but how can you prepare yourself for the miserable thoughts you're about to endure? You can't. You just have to sit there and wait for it all to end.
I'm so sorry, Zachariah.
You know what? I have a question for you.
For me.
Yes, for you.
What is it?
What makes you better than me?
I never said.
You tell me that people love and care for me, but you haven't even told me about yourself.
My life is not
You're
perfect.
so full of shit, you know that? If your life is so perfect, then tell me what I'm doing wrong.
You don't know anything about me.
You're just a hypocrite. You're one of those people that stands there and says, life's gonna be okay, and then you feel great about yourself and the good deeds that you've done, and you forget all about those who need help. Well, I don't need your pity or sympathy. So why don't you just go on to someone else who believe your little story?
It's not perfect, okay? It's not. Yes, I'm telling you that people are always going to be there for you. I know they're not. You think my life is perfect? I fight the same battles as you. I feel just as alone, probably more. I've had the same thoughts as you. I used to come home every day, sit down on my bed, and contemplate putting a bullet through my skull! You have no clue what I've been through! So don't sit there and assume that my life is any different from yours when you don't know the first thing about me. Yes, I'm telling you everything's gonna be fine, but I know that it might not be. Oh, people are monsters, and I know that. Sure, you see me when you walk up to this mirror every day, but you only see what's in front of you. You don't get to see the miserable life that I lead. You don't get to see the pain in my eyes when I want to end it all.
I'm sorry.
The only difference between us right now, Zachariah, is that I chose to live. I chose to fight hard to turn my life around, and I did it. I focused on the great things in life. That's why I'm trying to push you. I wish I could take this pain away from you, but I can't. You have friends and family that care deeply about you. So reach out to them before you decide to go through with this. Give them a chance. I beg of you. You're going to find a way out of your prison. I promise. But in the meantime, you fight it with everything you have.
Everything I think and everything I feel will pass. I understand that now. I understand I can't control my dark thoughts, but it hurts. Yes, I understand it was just a dream, but for once in my life, it felt like someone cared. Someone cared about me. Someone finally cared about me. I have days where I wake up, start my day, wishing I were dead, and wonder if anyone would care. I have days where I never want to leave the house or go to work. And that's my life. Thanks to you, I feel like someone finally understands me. Someone finally understands where I'm coming from. I learned that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. People care about me. I'll never understand why they never saw me being so miserable. So for that, I thank you again. Whether it was a dream or not, I'm glad I was finally able to tell someone.
I remember my dark storm. I absolutely hated being miserable for no reason. Even if I was having a good day, I was miserable. I still feel that way sometimes. Oh, I'll put on a fake smile and tell everyone I'm fine. I do know what it's like. How often do you go through your day, you see somebody, you ask them how they're doing, and you hope they'll just say good so you can go on with your day? People don't care anymore. Zechariah named his happiness Asher. Happy, fortunate, blessed. All of those things are what should have kept Zechariah from being miserable, but he couldn't find any of it. Just like me. I understand that there are people that feel like that. I regret that I stayed silent for so many years. I shouldn't have. People like Zechariah need stories like mine so they don't feel alone or isolated. I'll tell my story someday. I'll probably never have the courage to. I remember in the dream, I told him, whenever you feel alone, I want you to think of me and how I'm always there for you, even if you can't see me. I meant it. I swear to you, I will be there.